Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical. This Misstical Gaming, we are going over stage 20. So there's a new stage 20 that's dropped this rotation, so we'll have a quick look at that, go over it. Now, I've used a fairly weak team, so use better heroes than the one I've got. I've gone for a pair of tanks, probably do need a pair of tanks, at least using this strategy. Pair of healers works out well. Some fighters, single target AoE, I've gone for a combination of sort of both really. With your AoE fighter, you do want to make sure you've got that width of healing, that breadth of, not healing, of damage, that breadth coming out there, that width of it, you do want to use that as well, okay, so we will be using that where we place her, okay, and then your other fighter, you want to use a distance, a range, so you can reach over a defender as well, okay, so you want that 2-tile range as well coming out, so that will help you out as well, okay. Other than that, we have got some other DPS. We've gone for sort of some AoE mage orientated DPS. Skills are all done, these are epic, so they will all be fully awakened as well, and artifacts on, they've got top range artifacts as well, okay. But if you use better heroes, you can use gear that's not as good either, and we're using I as well because she's good fun to use and she's quite unique in her kit as well. And then we've gone for some single target as well, okay, so a combination of single target and AoE magic damage. Same with your fighters, make sure you've got a breadth of damage and a range of damage. The only hero you do need for this is a Decimus. We are going to be relying on his unique unyielding and that fast respawn that he's got, okay. Right, let's jump into the actual fight. So I should be nicely out of the way here, okay, so we'll go through this slow time. Fighter goes down, she's got the extra block on there and a bit of healing just to sort of take on a few things for us, okay. Now we've got a little boss that comes out, no great shakes there, that's who we've got to kill at the end. You might well be able to kill him earlier on, but we're waiting to the end. And that's about it for us at the moment at the start. This is what we're waiting for oil slick. Fires a shell at a random from a random barrel at the target. It's sort of the last target placed down mostly. There's an exception to that which we'll come on to. Upon explosion, black oil forms on the ground. Heroes on the oil spot suffer attack speed, cannot be dispelled, and has an effect duration. Okay, so here's oil slick. Now we place Decimus down, place him well out of the way, boom, he gets hit with oil slick, we pull him back and we get some coins back from that, okay. That's what we're using Decimus for, that fast respawn, push back out, absolutely fantastic at it, goes unyielding so he doesn't die, and then we can get everything back, okay. And that's what we're using him for. Now we start to place down our other units. We've got a healer going down, and then we're not using our ultimates just yet, okay. We can tank these up quite happily with our fighter, with our extra artifact on, and now we move on to the next phase, okay. So flaming barrage, he's going to shoot up in the air, fires multiple shells from barrels at all deployed heroes, dealing AoE damage to make sure everyone's got some healing on the go, across the battlefield, ignites an oil area and inflicts burning additional damage on heroes within these areas. So if you're stood on the burning, then you're going to have an issue, but we've put Decimus right over there out of the way, so there goes the flaming barrage, that's fine, hits everywhere, and now we can see that is on fire. So if you're stood on it, then you've got an issue. Right, next up, we've just placed our single target mage down. She's going to be taking care of these hibernation units, okay. It's an easier way to do it. Some monsters are spawned in hibernation, rendering them unable to move or attack while granting high damage reduction. Monsters gradually awaken and burning damage accelerates their awakening. So if you use burning damage on them, you are going to accelerate this process. They've got a little timer on them and you can speed that up if you use burning. Other forms of damage like true damage and things like that are fine on them, okay. So just be careful over who you use. If you've got Xena, she is really good in that little one spot there on the ground right beside them facing up. She will take them out in seconds few. Now we've got everyone coming around to us, we start to use up our fighter, use up our ultimate, get that on the go, that's absolutely great, and then we can start to place down some more damage for us as well, okay, as soon as we've got enough coinage. You'd like to think you've got enough coinage, but what you have to hang on for is you have to hang on for 17 and then whoever you want to put on as a safety belt. There's our next Oil slick, Decimus goes down, Decimus will be targeted, he will get the oil slick, we can recall Decimus, same as before. Next thing that will happen is there'll be a flaming barrage, as we know. Once the flaming barrage lands, the oil slick will go on fire. Boom, happy, we all know what's going on. Our next mage, I do really like her. She fills out a nice range, so she does both on the left, the mobs coming around, and she can attack these hibernation ones on the right. She's absolutely fantastic. After the flaming barrage goes down, we place down Eye. Eye's just going to start freezing up that area for us, okay? Now, these ones coming round now. So we've done 6 out of 27 mobs, okay? Couple of things going on. Now, firstly, I'm not using my ultimate on that hibernation mob that's nearly dead. I will wait, and then I'll trigger ultimates on the full one. First point. Second point, we've done 6 out of the 27. When that next wave comes down, we're going to try and avoid using any ultimates, okay? If we can take them out without using ultimates, brilliant. We can save them for the next round, which will work out better for us. If you've got fast respawning ultimates, that's a different story. Or if you've got better champions, might be a different story. If you're copying this exactly, you shouldn't. You should use better heroes. But if you are, then try and save up, okay? Right, oil slick, we know what to do. Decimus goes down. Now, the only other thing we've got happening, we have to wait for this to go off. Then we recall Decimus. Remember, next placed hero. Place down our spare fighter we've got here in line with our DPS coming from the mage. Okay, so now they're dead pretty much. Okay, so once they're done for, we can get rid of those heroes down there because we've got no more people coming down that bottom rung. Okay, so once we've done that, we'll be fine and we can get them out of the way. Okay. That'd be them taken care of. Remove them, that's absolutely fine. Now, Eye's pretty much built up her little ice crystals over there. That's good news for us. And we've got everything poised, ready to go. This is the next wave coming along. So with 16 out of the 27, we've got a bulk load of ultimates ready to go. We are in a very, very good place if you've got this far, okay? The other thing we've got is we're waiting for our other heroes' times to tick on. Ultimates ready down there, and as people come along and as you need the ultimates, then use them up. Don't get caught into triggering them too early. Wait for as long as possible because they're still walking through all that damage that Eye's putting down there, okay? So there we go. Nice little blast there. All is good. Oil slick coming up. That means we place Decimus down. Decimus goes down. Oil slick will hit him. Then we remove our Decimus. Nothing there has changed. Right. Removing Decimus. We've got one mob left. So that means we can remove everyone else exception of Vortex. Our healer's staying there because that width of healing he's got, he can still heal people over there. The boss is going to come around that path to the middle right. He will come around there. Now we are going to place down, we've got a spare tank, so we can place a spare tank down there. We've got a healer we can place down, and we've got a fighter, but we have to be careful over how we place them. So mage down first, fighter down next, healer down, and then lastly a tank down. This is because he will attack with his basic attack the last person placed down. So tank goes down last, just makes your life a little bit easier. Doesn't have to go down last if you've got enough healing to cover it, but you can make your life a little bit easier. Okay, right, that's those down, and now we're just waiting for life to tick on past us. Okay, now what's going to happen now is the boss is just going to do his thing and do a couple of attacks. That's absolutely fine. We can get through this without any worries whatsoever. Now, what we're waiting for is the next oil slick by the boss. Now this is where that oil slick changes somewhat, okay? So remember I said he attacks the last person down. That is subject to him not being blocked. So remove the person who's being blocked. He stands still while he's casting this, which gives us enough time to put our Decimus down. Beat Decimus nicely out of the way, okay? Remember, it can cause burning afterwards. Decimus is down there. We are then going to take the hit by Decimus. Now very quickly as you can, remove Decimus, and then remember we went 2 tanks. We've got time to put our spare tank down, okay? There's our next tank. Now, if you wanted to, you could have gone Decimus down, wait for the shot to go across, place down lots of heroes, and then your tank as late as possible, depending on how late you think you could get away with it, okay? Just sort of things to bear in mind. Or you could go remove tank, place 1 or 2 units, Decimus 1 or 2, then your tank down. There are ways around this that you could do. Remember, he's attacking the last placed unit. Or if you've got like an HP based fighter, someone a bit more tanky, you could have placed those down, okay? But now we're just nuking through the boss. You can nuke the boss as quickly as you like. I'm sort of taking my time here because I want to be able to show that we've got a fire here and you can do the boss nice and slowly. And also the other important thing is the boss's timing for this oil slick is done slowly enough that you can have your next tank up. So there we go, our tank and our fighters are all ready to come back round. So if we want to, or your DPS is slow, once you're in this position of just slowly damaging the boss, you've got enough time to remove your fighter, place down Decimus, take the hit, there we go, place down your tank, remove Decimus, boom, and you are back in there. And if you wanted to, your tank would respawn again by the next time he does it. So you've got plenty of time once you're in this position. You're in no rush, just make sure you tick it off, okay? And that's it, done. All done and dusted, and that is it fully. I don't want to say 3-star, but it might be a little bit wrong. There we go. I think I pretty much showed everyone's gear at the start, but just in case I don't think I showed the tanks. They're in Guardian set and they've got a T3 Astral Guardian on. Olag next tank Guardian set, and then he's got Immortal Warrior on. Just going HP percent healer. Vortex getting away. We've got him in Vig, and then he's a nice HP based healer. So HP, speed, and then HP again. Artifact, if you're interested, speed everyone up. The fighters are in good gear, relatively speaking, so I could upgrade this. Skills are all done, like I say. Artifact, awakenings are all done, and artifacts he's healing up, and extra block artifact for it. Okay, so that's the damage dealers have got weird sets on. Don't really use it, it's just there to add on and to show a point, but you can use better damage dealers than this, but you can get away with some relatively low ones, okay? You don't have to. If you think in the gear's too far out of your range, then go for better healers. So you're after AoE magic damage, just go along, find your best AoE magic damage person, okay? Double healer, it's just so we can heal up when we get the extra boss done, okay? There's the gear. She doesn't do much healing, but she's just used there as a second part. When we get onto the boss phase, you can go for any sort of single target damage dealer. Probably better off using your legendaries. You could probably get away with one healer, particularly if you're using Eloin. There's her gear. Again, skills are all done and artifact is there, okay. Right, I think that's everyone. Then there's Decimus. Gear, yeah, not geared up. Artifact, he's got an artifact on, okay. But you just want that first promotion to get that skill up, and then you want to make sure you maximize the Defiant skill. That's it, done. Okay, hope you found it helpful. Good luck in clearing the new stage. Should be able to do it. It's not that bad, okay. Good luck to you. Thank you very much for your time. Do the old thumbs up, like, subscribe. Help me out massively. See you all in a video again soon. Cheers. Goodbye.